What up, everybody? I'm Love is Dead, coming to you with a Beyond the Summit World Tour matchup. It is going to be LGD versus Evil Geniuses. First game of the matchup. And actually, Naga Siren is going to get through in this match. We had a ban out of Tinker, Chen, Lycanthrope, and from Evil Geniuses, it was the Invoker, Darkseer, and Brewmaster. So Naga Siren got through this one. She's not seen too often. She's really powerful, usually banned out. Can set up huge team fight potential with this hero. Anyways, they are going to take out the Chen that leaves Enchantress. Nature's Prophet able to get through. The interesting thing about Naga Siren, she does change your game a bit. You really want to make sure that you don't give too many team fight heroes to her. And to counter her, you just need to make sure that you get something off and she doesn't escape. Really, she's more just her ult is more offensive in that she can stop you going into Roshan. She can stop you. She can stop you by setting up her own team fight. But attacking her, she can only just escape. Can't really do too much defensively with that. So if you do have a good team fight against her, can be a good strategy. Nature's Prophet going to be the pickup, and the Leshrac is going to be the second pickup. So they do get Leshrac. Shadow Demon is still in here. Enigma and Rubik on Naga Siren. So if LGD for some reason do pick up Tidehunter, they can still try to grab that ultimate from him. Although it's pretty hard to, because usually if Rubik's in the game, Tidehunter will, whoever's playing Tidehunter will make sure that he does Anchor Smash right after Ravage to make sure he doesn't, give that away. You have a split second to get it unless he makes a little bit of mistake or doesn't have mana or something like that. But anyways, the Naga Siren plus Enigma is a guaranteed black hole on at least one or two heroes, perhaps three. So the one thing you can do against Naga Siren is make sure you don't go 5-on-5. However, she's an excellent split pusher. Or pusher just in general with her illusion later in the game, and they do pick up a Tidehunter. Okay. So last game I casted, actually they max cracked the Chinese team max Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash, and used him not really so much as a team fight, but more of a tank, really, just to be really difficult to take down in a lane. And Venomancer is going to be the ban out as well as Disruptor. So they didn't want. I guess if they had Disruptor, they could combine that with Nature's Prophet and like put another ring, put the playpen around the Sprout, keep him in there longer, and Tidehunter could set up for that as well. But sort of a niche ban out, really. Can send someone back to where they were like 5 seconds ago. So actually, Naga Siren, I think what they were worried about, so since he can send them back to like a couple seconds ago, they could have used that on Naga Siren, and if they get it off, she could pop off her ultimate and then be sent back, and then the whole counter initiation thing would be screwed up, or the initiation would be screwed up. But would require a pretty nice play on the part of Disruptor to be able to get that, because Naga Siren has just huge range with her ultimate. But could be a possibility. Lone Druid gonna be banned out. Don't want to have to deal with that split pushing power. And trying to ban out all the split pushes they can. Or anyone that's really good in a lane. Still, LGD can still pick up Anti-Mage. Who are they gonna ban out, actually? Morphling would probably be a good ban. Although I don't know if Morphling is going to be a good pickup with Naga Siren already as a carry. It's probably going to take out a support. I don't think the Chinese teams really like to use the Shadow Demon and Leshrac combination. At least I didn't see that the last game I casted where Leshrac was in there. And it took a while before. It was actually the Chinese team, the team that got Leshrac, that banned out Shadow Demon. I'm going to take out Sand King. He's a great counter pusher. And that will give them even more team fight. Evil Genius is definitely the team fight carry sort of team, aggressive. I think LGD is more calculating, a little bit safer play. And Leshrac, Tidehunter, Nature's Prophet, they're all pretty safe heroes. Not too much risk involved. Except Leshrac needs someone to set up a stun for him. Nature's Prophet could do it. And Puck is going to be picked up. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to decide to see where they're going to put Puck. Could go in the middle lane, could go in long lane. I don't think she's going to... I think she'd have a hard time... Or, it's not a she, it's a he. The voice always screws me up. I don't really think he would do too well in a long lane. Could get harassed down pretty well. Even though he does have the phase shift, it's only up every 6 seconds. Chaos Knight going to be picked up by LGD. That's a good good pickup from them. He's pretty tanky. Very tanky. Got a lot of, or maybe it's durable in Dota 2. Very durable hero. Is that what they call it? Carry, disabler, punisher, pusher, punisher. Durable. His ability to last longer in teamfights. And Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is going to be picked up by EG. That could set up, he's just got a lot of, the stun is great on him. And what are their lanes looking like, though? Rubik, I mean, it's pretty open. Nigo's probably going to be in the jungle. Nagasagrian needs to get farm. I don't think they're going to put her mid, so I think she's going to be in the safe lane. It's a little predictable. Probably Shadow Demon supporting. Maybe they are going with a Puck hard lane, or they could put Puck mid lane and Rubik hard lane. But I think it's kind of clear what they're doing. We'll have to see. LGD may have figured that one out. They have picked up Shadow Demon, who is usually support favored by the Chinese teams. Not so much on the western side, more played on the eastern side. But I mean, he's still pretty strong. I mean, he's got a hex, he's got a shackle. If you hold someone down, especially with Chaos Knight, that's a lot of stun. That's stunned up for a very long time. And Tidehunter can provide some pretty good team fight. They do have the good ability to be able to pull off a good 5-on-5, which is what I'm sure we're going to see Evil Geniuses do. Yes, I think that is their strategy. Anyway, we're going to have Zhao is going to be on Nature's Prophet. DDC is taking Leshrac. Tidehunter played by Yao. Sylar. That's right, yeah. Sylar is going to be playing the Chaos Knight. And DD is going to be on the Shadow Demon. Malk is going to be on his Enigma. He's a good job. He's a great Enigma player. And Bulba is going to be taking the Rubik. So I think that may signal a Rubik mid lane. And they're going to probably do a little pause, and I'm going to probably do a little fast forward action. Fast forward action. 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 Come on. Still? There we go. But now they moved over here. Anyways, okay, so Universe is going to be playing the Shadow Demon. Malk, as I said, is on the Enigma. Fear going to be farming up on the Nagasirene. And Demon, actually they are going a solo lane with the Puck. Puck hiding out while the tree ant comes in. Don't know if he was seen or not.
30 seconds to battle.
And they're both looking for this. Actually, they're just looking for this rune. See whether or not it's picked up by there. I don't think they're gonna go for a team fight. And perhaps it's gonna be a tri lane with Chaos Knight, Shadow Demon, and Shadow Shaman. And try to screw up Malk, stop him from farming a little bit, but it's really hard to stop Enigma from farming the jungle. Just a very efficient hero to work with. Tidehunter is a middle lane.
The battle begins.
Actually, it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, Bulba, when we face off against him, should be a decent lane for Bulba.
Invisibility.
Tidehunter is not exactly a mid lane hero in terms of the aggressive playstyle I'm used to, and I think it's gonna be a solo lane Nature's Prophet up top. Perhaps they'll be able to farm the jungle as well as the lane, and that would work out pretty well if they can get a really good start with him. Against Puck, I think that's actually a pretty good lineup. Yeah, Zhao should be able to have not much of a hard time keeping Puck out of lane with his tree ants. All he has to do is harass him like this, and then go back, get a last hit. Actually, he missed the last hit right there. But shouldn't have too hard a time keeping Demon out of the way. Well, I see he's not really Tidehunter's not a mid lane hero because he's melee, and just doesn't have the anchor smack is pretty good, but it doesn't deal that much damage to creeps. And he just I don't know. He can survive, but I'm not really sure he's going to be able to stop Bulba. They're running this tri-lane against Naga Siren, who is soloing it. They may have a problem with that because Naga Siren may go down to this. I don't know, I feel like I've watched this game before. Perhaps. No, I think that was game 2. Well, we'll see if it's the same game. No, because it was EG on the opposite side, so... No, I haven't watched this game before. Anyways, Malk doing his thing up in the jungle. Not much of a problem. He's decided to go with the Clarities first. Actually, Demon getting harassed all the way back behind his tower. They're gonna have definitely a hard time against Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet pushing all the way back here, taking out the creep wave before it even gets to the tower, which is how he's going to push in this tier 1 tower. Demon running back up into the tower range to try to get away from Zhao. He's been taking a lot of damage from the creeps. He has to use his illusory orb to get out from behind him. And Tidehunter getting a regen rune, so he's going with a bottle, but doesn't even have gush. So just going to spam off Anchor Smash whenever he can. But that really doesn't cost a whole lot. So probably just to keep his health up rather than his mana. There's still Naga Siren doing not too bad for herself. Level 3 already against this tri-lane. Hasn't really lost anything. Except for, well, okay, she hasn't got a lot of farm, but usually they try to go for kills in a tri-lane because that's what makes it worthwhile. DDC going to take 1 hit from the tower. And no, they're not even going into the jungle to try to stop Enigma. Enigma's like all the way back in here anyway, so still doing well. Universe actually setting up for something. They want to try to push Fear back. We'll see if they're able to do so. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? Shadow Team is on their team. I hate it when I screw that up. Maybe you didn't see that, but we got another pause, and I'm going to fast forward. There we go. The team just having a hard time. How many last hits does he have? We got 8 last hits for his Nature's Prophet. We got 19. Enigma's the one beating him out, but Bulba's right on his heels. So, yeah, I mean, EG doing a pretty good job of farming at this point in the game. Doesn't really say a whole lot, though. LGD are pretty strong early. EG, once you get Enigma to level 6, I'd look for him to start coming out ganking with his Malefice stun. Puck, I'm not sure where his effect in this maxes out or where he becomes extremely useful. Just having a hard time in this lane. His Dream Coil is very good in a team fight, as well as Tidehunter is good level 6. Bulba, yeah, Rubik still okay in the early game. Not a huge power. Shadow Demon definitely good early. Then I go in, and I think I see Enigma down here. Yep, we should have Malefice on. Oh no, we have an Ensnare first. And then the Riptide coming through. Now Nature's Prophet going to be coming in. The first blood was, I actually couldn't tell. Is Naga Siren getting the first blood on Shadow? Let's see. It wasn't Shadow Demon. Shadow Shaman, actually. Yeah, Fear gets Shadow Shaman with the first blood, so that's good for Fear. And actually, that's going to be the end of Naga Siren. It looks like Nature's Prophet is going to have to TP himself out. There's no way that there's no way Naga Siren is going to get out of that one. I cannot see the way she could have gotten out of it. But Leshrac was pretty low after all that. And 3 kills going the way of LGD. We're able to get themselves a kill on Shadow Demon. Nature's Prophet back up in here. Demon was able to get a little bit of farm. Even has his bottle that's already empty. But I don't think the rune is not there yet. We'll see where it spawns. And it looks like the universe is waiting for it. and it does not spawn down bottom, so it's going up top. Tidehunter's going for it. It's a regen rune, and Tidehunter actually gets the pickup of it, so it's good for him. He's only got, so they like to max anchor smash and just keep Gush low. Don't really, not looking to increase his damage output from Gush. Just looking to clear the creep wave and to deal with Bulba. Tidehunter got 24 last hits, or 27, so he's doing really well in this lane. He's just so hard. It's hard to take Tidehunter out of a lane, which is the problem. And Anchor Smash is actually stolen by Bulba, who is now level 7. So has to be careful about that. That gives Bulba the pushing edge. I'm going to keep him back at his tower. As you can see on the mini-map while I look at this tri-line, see if anything's going to happen here. But yeah, Bulba is going to be able to use his Fade Bolt as well as Anchor Smash. And it's just such a low mana intensive spell. Nature's Prophet actually gets the tower up in the top lane, and Puck has to piece out of that. Puck has 22 last hits versus 40 on Nature's Prophet, so weren't able to slow him down at all. And we got a Reality Rift coming in. Universe is going to go down, and now it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. Puck is down bottom lane. They pop off the ultimate to be able to hold him there. DD doesn't actually go down, and Fear has to run herself away. She's pretty low on life. Malik is looking here, but he does take a Ravage. One more right click will be able to end of him if they can catch up to him. And this is where he really needs. Anchor Smash wasn't able to hit. It is so close, but Disruption is going to be able to save Malik. Malik needs to run away. Don't want to get Tidehunter. Malik is stunned as he tries to get away. And they're both going to chase around here. But Malik should live. Yao needs to back off. Oh no, Puck is now caught out in the middle of 3 heroes. Tried to get the Illusory Orb to try to get himself away and wasn't able to do it. Wasn't able to get it in time. The Shadow Shaman was able to hold him down. I seriously hope I haven't casted this game already because it feels really similar. Probably check on that. That was DK versus EG. I don't know why this match feels so similar. But anyways, they're doing EG doing a good job. I think. No, actually they're not doing so well. Dire have the gold advantage. Speed advantage is basically the same. We'll have to see where they're able to go to once they try to combine Fear and Enigma into a team fight. Is Nature's Prophet going to come down in here the bottom lane? They're going to look into pushing this tower. Now that they took out the top tier 1 tower, they're going to look for this first tower up here. And coming in is Tidehunter as well. So they're committing a lot of heroes to this, and they want this tower. Fear popping off the ultimate, going to hold him there. Malik is coming in. I see him, and the black hole is there, releasing. They are caught out completely, and oh no, taking too much damage. And they're going to go down. Sylar is going to be finished off. That lost Nature's Prophet as well as Shadow Shaman. And now it is Tidehunter and Leshrac who are having to run away from this. That is the problem of Naga Siren. That is what you have to worry about with her. Malik was just right there. It's just low-hanging fruit, just meat, pick off the bones. And they are going to find DDC. They're just going to look at each other, not going to initiate, but they're still looking at this tower. Naga Siren doesn't have her ultimate for another about 2 minutes or so, but they're not going to stop their push. So that leaves Black Hole is not up. So even though they took the team fight, LGD is like, well, what are you going to do now? You got nothing. That was your team fight. You won. Now we get our tower. Go away. That's what they're saying. Anyways, they're going to try to trade for the tower in middle lane. While we have this bottom tier 1 tower is here. I think they're going to continue their push. Actually, the fortifications have popped off, and it looks like Chaos Knight is going to go back to defend. And Nature's Prophet going to be popping up in here as well. Tidehunter is here. They do have Ravage available. That's a great initiation. He's able to pop off. They'll deal a lot of damage to the two squishy heroes on EG side. They could probably go for this tier 1 tower in middle too. Need to press their advantage. There's still 4 heroes here, so that is what they're going to do. Actually, there's 5 heroes here, if I can count. So, yep, so they're going to go for this tower. The tower's going to melt away. Chaos Knight diving in a little bit to try to keep Bulba away from here. And we have Shadow Demon actually going to save him with the disruption away from that stun. That would have been the end of him. Fade Bolt going in, doing a little bit of damage, pushing LGD back. And now LGD backing away. So it is now the LGD definitely have the map control because they've taken out the first array of tier 1 towers. And that leaves EG with they still have access to their jungle. Still decent access, but they did lose a lot. I know Tidehunter's going to pop himself in, going to get themselves out. Rubik as well as Enigma. And a quick team fight. That is not what EG are looking for. They really want to have their team fight. Have team fights go their way. But without Nagasarian's ultimate, it's going to be on Malk to set up the black holes on his own, and that's really what they're going to have to use to stop Tidehunter. Anyways, we have Snare coming out from Fear. Fear's going to try to get himself away. Leshrac, doesn't get the stun. But it's good that he stunned up. It was good that he stunned up Leshrac and not Tidehunter, because Tidehunter wouldn't be able to take him out of the TP back. Enigma looking at the mech. Still a long way to go though. I think he's got like 1,700 gold left before he can get that. Perhaps 1,500. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't feed off. Oh no, he does actually feed off his Eidolons. They should give a little bit different. I wonder why they give different gold values for each one that pops, for each one that you kill. Each Prophet doing his split pushing job, keeping the lanes pushed out, and LGD want to keep their map control and not make sure that they don't give it to EG. Make sure that they don't leave the jungle alone too long. But Nagasarian's still down here bottom lane, farming up, and we have a Ring of Aquila as well as a Tranquil Boots and Soul Ring up on her. She's plus 1,200 gold, so that's not too bad. Only has 47 last hits, but look at this now that the last hits, it is Nature's Prophet on the top. However, the next 4 heroes are EG, and they're going in for Roshan right now. There's nothing really that can be done about this. Aegis of the Immortal goes down, and Chaos Knight is actually the one that's going to be able to pick it up. Naga wasn't able to get in there at that time to be able to pop off the ultimate and gather 5 heroes together for an Enigma black hole. If they keep getting that combination, they're gonna have a good time. But anyways, they're setting up on Bulba right here. Tidehunter is here. He's gonna slow him down. Gush plus an Anchor Smash, not gonna be enough to save Bulba. Bulba goes down. Looks like Nature's Prophet continuing his split push. They are keeping good. I mean, if you watch where the creep wave is, it is their LGD is making sure that it is not across their river, making sure that they are on the EG side, so that they can press the advantage whenever they have it, and make sure that they don't have to run back to their own lane when they decide to spend a little bit of time on a tower, which is what they're doing right now, taking out the middle tower. Fortification is going to be popped off. Nagasarian is here. She popped off her ultimate. Let's see if they can set up here. Enigma is looking for something. Where's he going to do it? Where's he going to do it? Going to get Tidehunter as well as Chaos Knight, but it's not going to be enough. And your counter initiation, the Ravage is popped off. Enigma goes down. Shadow Demon goes down. Nature's Prophet getting a killing spree. And that did not go the way EG would have wanted to. They lose their tower, and now Fear is going to be going down as well. Too much damage. Nothing they can do about it. And LGD, they are pushing into the tower. It looks like Chaos Knight is pretty low on life, but he has Aegis of the Immortal, so he's going to be safe. And unless there's really not much EG can do. I mean, Enigma is down. Enigma is down. He doesn't have his ultimate. Naga's down. She doesn't have her ultimate. And it's only Puck, Shadow Demon, and Rubik that are there. They do lose their tower, but they don't lose Rex. Yeah, that's the problem with Nagasaki. She's not like... She needs a lot of farm to be able to be really powerful in a team fight, aside from her ultimate. My chair. Okay, there we go. Aside from her ultimate, yeah, she just needs her illusions and herself to be really powerful, and it doesn't have any damage picked up on her just yet. A Ring of Aquila, which will give +3 agility, +9 damage, but it's really not too much. She hits for what it looks like 95, and we got what does Chaos Knight hit for actually? Chaos Knight hits for like 126 damage. Neurosh is trying to get some farm up here in the jungle. And what LGD is just need to stick to their strategy, and it should work. Make sure that they don't get grouped up like they did the first time. If they can do that, they shouldn't have too much of a problem. Nagasaki can catch them out if they do. But so long as they're split up and Mount can't place a good black hole, then I mean they can win the team fight. If they aren't able to get Chaos Knight and Tidehunter together, either one of them, or even Leshrac or Shadow Shaman, actually any of them can stop Enigma, except for Nature's Prophet. But any of those heroes, you got Leshrac, Chaos Knight, Shadow Shaman, they can all stop the black hole. So how does she have those illusions? What does she have? Does she have a Manta style? No. There's 2 illusions. It don't last for long when she has 4 up. There's a brief amount of time where she has 4. And they're going to continue. They continue the push. They push in the bottom lane. Now they're going for the mid lane again. Top lane isn't really pushed, but they're not really too worried about it. They haven't even lost the tower. I don't even know if there's even much damage to their towers. Yeah, I mean a little bit of damage, but still haven't lost them. And they're going to go press in and look for the barracks. And is Nagasaki going to come in? Does she have her ultimate up? She does have her ultimate up, and Black Hole is up as well. So they can do that counter initiation, but it looks like they're not going to be able to stop their barracks from being pushed in. We have Puck coming in, actually, just phase shifting out. And they do lose their barracks. They don't even try to go for the team fight. Yeah, actually, Naga's way out here. EG just like, I need farm, or I can't do jack. I think they see where Naga is, and they're going to go for her. It looks like Tidehunter is going to be coming in. They do need to catch out Fear, though. They're usually going to try to be defending the tower with that. But this smoke gank, they're going to be looking for Nagasaki. And Nagasaki's going to TP out, so they're not going to find Fear. Definitely not going to find Fear. But it looks like EG's going for the top lane. Push this out. I think really they're not even looking for towers. They just need farm on Nagasaki. And Puck coming in here, trying to get a kill on Nature's Prophet for all that harassment that he dealt Puck Demon earlier on. And they're going to pop off his ultimate, but actually not going to be able to top. There they do. And they're going to pop off a Black Hole. Oh, they know they get Sylar as well as Nature's Prophet. Is he going to be able to go down to this? I think so. That should be the end of him, but Aegis of the Immortal is now popped off, and buyback from Nature's Prophet. He is in the game again. An ultimate popped off by Fear, going to hold LGD in. And it looks like they want to still go for it, and they're going to do it. And Leshrac taking a lot of damage. He's almost done. Leshrac goes down. Tidehunter is now in. Ravage has popped off, gets himself Enigma. Enigma goes down. It looks like tried to get himself Ravage, but wasn't able to do so. Universe going to have to TP out.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
And the rest of the team is out of there. But meanwhile, in the middle lane, their range barracks is being pushed.
Dire's middle tower
And so is the bottom tower. And shortly, the top tower will be as well. So LGD using their power to split push, making sure that they have, making sure that anytime EG doesn't have available, they are split pushing. They do get the middle tower though, so that is one tower for EG, but certainly very far down.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And pipe of insight up on Tidehunter. That's gonna be pretty decent against this Enigma. If they can pop that off, that'll stop all the damage that Black Hole can do. I'm gonna look for themselves Chaos Knight. I don't think Malk's gonna be able to get him. Shadow Demon doing a little bit of searching for him. You just don't have the map control that they need. They are always on the back foot, making sure that trying to defend. They're gonna finish off this tier 2 tower in bottom lane. That leaves 0 towers for EG outside of their base, and they're going to have to go into some kind of a farming mode. And yeah, they need to go into some kind of farming mode where Fear gets big enough that they can take team fights. Fear is trying to do as much as he can to get last hits in. He's doing a pretty good job of it. Even so, I mean, in EG, top 5 heroes, 4 of them are EG. And the only top one is Nature's Prophet in terms of last hits. But let's check out the net worth, really. Net worth, actually, Tidehunter and Nature's Prophet are worth a little bit more. Then Chaos Knight. Then it's Rubik. So the... looks like the creep score count isn't quite accurate in determining who really has the farm. I really like the net worth graph a little bit more. Let me check out, yeah, the Dire have the advantage in terms of gold by far, and XP advantage is now in 2k in favor of the Dire, so they're winning by a considerable margin. Just seeing, hoping with Fear they can buy up enough items for Naga Siren. And it looks like they're going to get a Sacred Relic. Perhaps that is going to be a Radiance. They're going to go for a Radiance on Fear. With those illusions, it's not a bad job. That would mean that she's able to push out, farm up 2 lanes at once with her illusions just a bit. Try to speed up her farm. It's a bit late for a Radiance, but hey, I think it's what they need to be able to stop the team fights and turn them in their favor. It looks like LGD is grouping up right now. Looks like they're grouping up for Roshan, just finishing off the Ancients. Leshrac standing inside here. Roshan is just about up. I don't know if LG... We'll have to see if EG has timed this, and I think they have, because they are grouped up as well. And here we go. LGD is inside the Roshan pit. They are starting off their initiation on him, and everyone is ready. Fear as well as Malk. They pop off their Smoke of Deceit. Fear is going to start it off right now. And actually, LGD are escaped. They aren't there. They have left the building. And EG's like, well, what do we do now? There they are. Bulba's going to find out where Tidehunter's illusions are. They're going to put a lot of onto this illusion. And now Chaos Knight is actually going to take out Demon. And using the phase shift to stop the damage. And it looks like the EG is going to have to back off. I wonder if LGD is going to decide to go yet again for Roshan. Naga Siren didn't pop off her ultimate, nor did Malky use his ultimate. So they could go back in again and try to get another initiation, but it doesn't look like they're going to do so, because any time that they spend not pushing is time that their middle lane is going to be pushed in. And the creep wave, you know, at the equilibrium was going away of the top lane, so they have to come back and defend. They don't have any more time to defend against Roshan. And anyways, Looks like Chaos Knight is going to pick up the Aegis of the Immortal again. Does Fear have yet? Fear did not have a Radiance Core yet. Tidehunter perhaps building a Shiva's Guard? Or, let's see, is it Chainmail for AC? I think he's probably going for Shiva's Guard.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top tower is going to be pushed in by EG. Well, they have a little bit of time to do so. But LGD knocking on the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet gonna TP himself in, so this is now 5 heroes here. It looks like there could be an initiation from EG. Well, no, the pipe is actually popped off just a bit early. No one is here to stop it. We have the Shadow Shaman wards are popped down. They really want to get this tower, and I think EG is just going to wait until that pipe is stopped. Well, it is now off, but no initiation just yet from EG. Just trying to push them back a little bit and deal as much damage as they can from far away. Fear is up here. Fear is going to take out the Shadow Shaman wards. LGD clearing the creep wave, but waiting until their own creep wave comes in. Are they gonna go? I think they're gonna continue to press the issue. Yeah, Fear has to finish up the Radiance actually. So they're able to deal with the creep wave, deal with the middle creep wave not too badly. And LGD just sitting down here. It looks like the rest of EG are still waiting for this push on the bottom lane. Naga Siren trying to push out her lanes and farm up the jungle as well as anything that she can do with her illusions. She's doing a good job of micromanagement there, pulling in the creeps right here, running up. And actually taking out Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet going to be ensnared up, not able to stop his TP though, and he's going to be able to get away. And look at those lines. It's kind of neat. LGD is going to push out their lanes, try to defend. LGD is going to push in the middle lane. I mean, they have the advantage in map control, and they've had it for quite a long time right now. But they haven't really stopped Naga Siren from farming. Perhaps they're not like too concerned about Fear at all. They really should be though, because she can get pretty big and hard to take down at the end, even when you do have a Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight has a Black King bar, so that's good for him. But he doesn't have anywhere near. He doesn't really have the farm that Naga Siren does. And Black King bar is really more of a defensive item. Yeah, well, I mean, it gives a good amount to damage. I really think of it more of a defensive item. And it looks like someone invited me to play again. He said he was done playing, so I guess he's back. Anyways, why does it look like Nature's Prophet was invisible? Anyways, he's got a Medallion of Courage, actually. Mechanism, Midas, Aghanim Scepter. He should be able to push in. The bottom lane is now going to be pressured yet again. Shadow Shaman wards have popped off. They are here. EG, actually, if Tidehunter dived right now, should be able to get a couple kills with his Ravage. Plus a little bit of follow-up, will be able to do that. Naga Siren is now coming in here. Are they going to try to go with the Song of Siren yet? There it is. Song of Siren popped off. Enigma not actually going to be able to initiate on this one, and it looks like they're going to go for the tier. They're going to go for the melee barracks. They should be able to get it. Actually, Sylar taking a good amount of damage, but EG not going to be able to initiate on this no black hole, and they're just going to give up their barracks. Nothing they can do about it. I mean, black hole is there. They're not even going to try though. I think Malk is here. Here he is. Now he's coming in. He's a little bit late. Range barracks was able to be defended, but the melee barracks is down. Well, look at this. This melee barracks, this range barracks is going to be taken out by the creeps. LGD is just wasting time for EG. It takes a while for them to be able to get it. They do need to, if they get another set of racks, I mean, EG's just gonna have a problem from this point on. Nagasarian's not really big enough. They don't really want to go with an initiation. They do have a Yasha, so they're looking to finish up the my third is getting dry. They're gonna finish up the Manta style. Should be a good item on her. Plus the Radiance would give her more pushing power, more power in general. What does she hit for? She hits for she hits for a pretty decent amount of damage. LGD sticking to their guns, and EG just on the back foot the entire time. The only strategy I can see that they're trying to pull off here. That's not the one. There we go. The only strategy I can really think that they're trying to do is just farm. I mean, they just need to get bigger. And Puck can't even take the creep wave. While LGD are coming in up in the top lane, they are just grouping up constantly. They know that from the last fight, they already know that EG don't want to try to take a team fight against them. They're going to push in their tier 3 tower. I really need to stop this, or else it is pretty much GG. And Demon's going to blink himself in right there. Fear is now in here. Song of the Siren is up, but it's going to be stunned for too long. And Disruption trying to save her. Is that going to be long enough to get it off? But it looks like Naga Siren goes down. And that... You can still hear it going, but it wasn't... Once she's dead, it's gone. I'm actually not sure what hit her. But she was finished off. Anyway, she doesn't have her song up. She's going to be coming back into the fight after she buys back. They're able to defend their barracks, but do lose the tower. This middle area. I mean, Demon's just taking so much damage from the creep wave. Can't even push it back. And now they can't even push out the bottom lane because it's going to be overwhelmed. As you can see, if you're watching down on the map, it's coming in already. And this barracks goes down as well. So I haven't seen this game. I've determined now that I haven't seen this game before. Anyways, Mal going to come in, but the Ravage has popped up before he can do anything, and he goes down before Black Hole can be even picked off. So Sylar is low on life, but the Ravage Ravage was stolen actually by Bulba. They are able to kill Chaos Knight, but no one else. And Nature's Prophet is pretty low, but was able to get a kill. Buyback from Puck. And now what is he stolen? He's stolen a Gush. And it looks like GG is going to be called out. And we got a Rift coming in, going to finish off Demon. And that is the end of the game anyway. They're still buying back. Just, I don't know, to have fun. But they did call it GG. So that is a win that goes away of LGD. And goes to anyways, good map control from LGD. Early pushing game, able to transition it into the mid game and the late game. Able to stop Naga Siren from farming, which is able, and they just continue to press their advantage the entire time. They just did a good job all around. Nice playing all around. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the end of that. I'm just going to pull up, let's see what the final kill score is right now. Universe gotten no kills. Let's see, Naga Siren got 4. He had 8 on Nature's Prophet, so he was doing well the whole game. Case Knight got 4 and 10 assists. So he did a good job all around. 233 last hits up on Nature's Prophet. Farming really well. Fear he got 231, so out farmed Nature's Prophet, so good job there. Well, I wasn't able to transition anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Love is Dead. Perhaps I'll tune in later. Or next time. Anyways, signing off.